What up on my home squatches? We got a final on this right here. Charlie Mack and Hal Woods hosting that. Here it is. This finals is gonna get messed with it too long, really. But it's it's battle worn or whatever, dirty, and so. All that dirty underneath too. I probably dirtied it up a little too much, but too late now. All these things work. It works. Did work. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, shoot. Well, third works. Prop works, but this ain't glued on. It's just spinning around that crankshaft. This sort of works. You try to turn it too far, it wants to pop out though. I had finished the decals up yesterday morning on it, and then I dirtied them up because they just, once you put decals on, it's just too shiny and pretty. So I mean, other than they had a little seam here and one down here on the, yeah, right there on the belly, yeah. Little seam, wasn't too bad. Yeah, what is that? But other than that, it wasn't too bad. I just used the tulip on that, so. The rest of the seam was alright, really. Yeah, it might have been a little bit right here. I think I just put some more glue in it and helped squeeze it together with a little clothespin. What else? I don't think I really had that much problem. It just some things don't pain the butt, but no, we worked through it. So I took my Tamiya powders and several of them and went over some more this morning in places. There you go. It come with three little old dudes there. There's two of them. You can see I didn't paint them up none. I don't fool all that. One of them's a pilot. One of them goes in here, and the other one goes down here in the belly. Yeah. It went together pretty good. It just a couple of seams there. That's about it. It's just fitment problems is all it was. Which, like I said, I worked through it. So, and that running gear falling off on it, but that was my fault. So. Yeah, there you go. Charlie and Al. There's the first one. I can get on that Corsair. Hopefully get it knocked out pretty soon. I hope. Well, both Corsairs, really. This one. That's gonna be for the Pearl. And that's for Frankie D's Corsair root beer. They should be a hell of a lot better. Both, I know the Academy is pretty good kit. Other than that little tiny 172nd Mustang, which was the Tamiya. Oh, it went together good, but I had never put another Tamiya plane together. I did some of that armor up there and military vehicles. This Corsair and that TBF, they're both 148. You can see that much smaller that Corsair is compared to that TBF. Man, you know that thing had been way underpowered. Way underpowered. All they had to carry, and then 3 guys. A big plane too. It has only 14 cylinder. That was way underpowered. It should have had a lot bigger engine than that in it, but I guess they only had so much work with back then. I don't know. That's Corsair, 18 cylinder. But it was a little, I guess a little smaller engine too, a little radial engine. Which that was a pretty good size radial engine, I guess. I don't know. Just guessing. Next to that Mustang, this is probably the second. It's right there, it's second or third fastest plane. I thought it was pretty close to some of them Mustangs. But I think it P-38 Lightning flew pretty good too. Well, the later ones, but once they put superchargers on them. Some of the early P-38s didn't have superchargers on them. That thing, oh, it didn't do worth a crap. I think that's the way some of these planes were. Some of the early Mustangs didn't have superchargers on them either, what I remember reading. That's that Charlie now. So I was wondering if anybody heard from old Doc. He's up in Wisconsin, I think, or Minnesota. I think it's Wisconsin. But last I heard, he'd been living out of his car, and that's before winter hit, I believe. Maybe back in the fall. I mean, I hope he got in somewhere and got out of the daggone weather. And Chopper, I ain't heard much out of him. I see a comment there now and then from him. That same way with Anthony, Pizza Man. And I'm glad to see Matt Hill back and Peter Sweden. Glad to see they're back. I'll write that down before I forget. I mainly, I just seen a comment not long ago from Anthony. And I ain't no wonder about Chopper and Doc. I know there's several others too, which I can't remember at this time. They hadn't done nothing in a while. That's it. That's all I got. Like I said, there you boys go. Well, they talked the other day like this weekend's supposed to have some kind of Arctic front. Well, they pushed that back. Right now it's about 40 degrees outside and there's rain moving in. No 100% chance of rain overnight, and then probably about an 80% tomorrow. And in the 40s, which it'll melt a lot of that snow. The snow tally, we ended up with 9.9 inches is what they said. Last I checked it before dark the other day, we had a little over 8. So that's out in the front yard. I don't depend on where you live that in Kentucky. Some places got 3 and some up to over 10 inches. So I think some places up in the mountains got that probably 10 to 11 inches, maybe more. Anyway, yeah. Ain't neither here and there, here or there. All right, y'all. Love you back.